Basically, the first thing to know is community psychology is a subfield of the overall field of psychology. And specifically, community psychology is really about being proactive about trying to address mental health. So instead of just assuming that people will go to get treatment if they have struggle with anxiety or depression, community psychology is much more about strengthening communities, strengthening natural support systems, really trying to identify early on what are the strengths of an individual that is experiencing mental health problems, and then trying to not help with just treatment, but also help one's family, one's community, and sort of the broader system that an individual lives in, help that system to better help individuals with mental health challenges. Well, SMSU is a good place to complete a degree for a number of reasons, but the first that comes to mind is it's a small campus, so that means small classes. And what's most important, we believe, for students is we as faculty get to know you.
I think students will find SMSU to be a very inviting place, a place where you get to know faculty members on a one-on-one individual basis. And that's important when it comes time to getting out there and finding a job or moving on to graduate study. You'll have those close connections with faculty who can write recommendation letters, who can help you with the networking part of continuing your journey to the next level.
I came to SMSU because of the psychology program and specifically the faculty. The group of faculty members they have expertise from everywhere from counseling psychology to research methods to personality and social. And I felt that the program here was very individualized, as in we didn't have a whole lot of people in their classes, meaning I was able to meet all of my professors on an individual basis and actually be able to develop that connection with them.
I feel like there's always somebody here that's willing to help with anything, whether it's like career assistance, class assistance, tutoring, writing, research. There's just always someone here to help you.
And one thing we hear consistently is they get to know us. Students will have our faculty for more than one course, and that means we get to know you well enough to be able to, say, write letters of reference down the road, or be able to help you figure out what jobs in the workforce are best fit your strengths. Or what grad programs would be of interest to you.
I really think that these professors take the time to get to know you as a person, not just as a student, but as that person who you are outside of class. And they want to be able to write a reference letter for you, and so they want to get to know you at that level. And most recently, my advisor offered to be a reference for a job that I was applying for, and that's just something that I feel like I've never gotten in other programs that I've been a part of.
And lastly, SMSU as a four-year higher ed institution is extremely affordable. And it's affordable compared to other four-year university settings, but it's especially affordable in a unique sort of way because SMSU does not charge any additional tuition for students coming from out state. So all students from out of state pay the same as students in state. So that affordability is very appealing to those interested in SMSU.
Students who transfer to SMSU after completing a 2-year AA or AS degree can expect to complete the bachelor's degree in 2 additional years. However, there's a great deal of flexibility in the pace at which students proceed through the degree plan. Students can proceed at a faster pace or slower pace depending on the number of credits they want to take per semester. The community psychology and health promotion major requires 42 credits of coursework. Of those 42 credits, 24 credits are part of what we call the psychology core. Many of those psychology core courses will have already been completed by students transferring in with a 2-year degree in psychology. In addition to those psychology classes, students will take coursework in health promotion, diversity, and ethics or professional writing. In each of those areas, there are multiple options, allowing students to choose courses that are most interesting to them or fit best within their schedules. The community psychology and health promotion major requires 2 120-hour internship experiences. Students will find that there's a great deal of flexibility in arranging those internships, and they're encouraged to complete them in their home communities if that's convenient for them. Students will work with a faculty internship coordinator to arrange meaningful learning experiences that are aligned with their educational goals and future career interests.
We think it's important that students have these applied experiences so they get a good sense of where their interests lie and where their strengths lie and so forth. And we also know it opens a lot of doors with respect to getting that first job and getting into grad studies programs.
So it is really, really important to have the internship experience, because I know for me, like a year ago, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but after I went into the real world, I saw like how things really function outside of a classroom. Like that did set my mind. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do because I've seen this and I've had this training from class, and then I've been able to apply this in real life. I know like this is what I want to do. So the experience from an internship like really sets your mind, like it gives you like a set goal, like okay, this is what I want to do because I've had this and that experience.
As a small public university, our tuition costs are very low compared to many larger universities, and SMSU doesn't charge out-of-state tuition.
What makes this program unique is, for one, it's entirely online. So a student who has an AA or an AS degree can complete their last 2 years entirely online and get towards a 4-year bachelor's degree. Second, the curriculum, the courses required include a significant number of psychology courses. And a third and really important feature of our program is the fact that we really focus on career development and advising in an ongoing way. So for example, the very first course that a student would take is called Introduction to Community Psychology. So you get a good feel for what that area is, what that discipline is. But built into that course is a career development component, because we want you to be working earlier on to come up with a game plan for what job or jobs would you be able to get with a bachelor's degree. But also many of you may want to go on for grad studies, and we want to help with those sorts of career development aspects of your life earlier on rather than just prior to graduation.
The professors have really understood that I am a non-traditional student and that I have all these other obligations that I need to take care of as well. And for somebody who wants to go back to school, this is 100% doable. I have recommended this program to many other people, and I would continue to do so because of its flexibility and its wonderful professors.
Many of our students get jobs straight out in a variety of human service and social service lines of work. But many of our students are interested in going on to grad studies. So a typical question is, well, if I get this major, can I still be able to go on to grad studies, say in a traditional grad studies interest area, such as mental health counseling? And the answer to that is yes. In fact, we have 3 students right now that are going on for grad studies, and 2 in adult mental health counseling, and 1 is pursuing a master's in social work with an emphasis on trauma and resilience. So we do have students that are already going on for grad studies, and the reason why we think it's that students are able to get into these grad programs is we set up the major to have a significant number of courses in psychology, and courses we know that are foundational courses that grad studies programs are going to want to see. So whether you're interested in going straight out into the workforce with a bachelor's degree, or you decide to go for grad studies, we've really set up the major in a way to allow for both of those. So I think one thing that we being the faculty here are really committed to helping you bridge your experience here, your bachelor's degree here at SMSU with your next path in life. We want to help in that way.